because there's such a division now in our government and in the politics, what's right and what's wrong, and we don't even honor the position of our government leaders anymore. I mean, you might not have voted for the president or anything, or liked his agendas through, just not this president, but any president. But we always honored the office of the president.
Exactly.
See? And through generations, like you're talking about, through generations and everything, I think America has gone down. I mean, really, in honor. Like you said, even in other cultures, there was somebody, I don't know them personally, but another person was telling me they're of Asian descent, and they came over here, and this is years ago I heard this story, and son and daughter was going to public school, and they began to drop in their grades. And the parents knew they could do that, but they had gotten with the wrong crowd. Do you know what they made them do? They put their bedroom out in the garage.
The parents did
the
that
parents
to the
put their bedroom out. Now, us country, we'd never thought about it. They didn't abuse them, but they said, until you can honor us, you can't stay in our house. We will feed you. But they alienated them to a garage. Now, it was a safe place for them, but they did. And
well, you have to wonder when you talk about not honoring the positions. That's church positions. That's our political positions. Whatever it is, and then you have to ask yourself the question: why? Why is there less honor than there used to be? Because the moral part of holding these positions sometimes is misused, and so therefore it brings a different connotation to where you're going with that.
And that's why, like you're saying, even in society now that we have, you know, like I was saying, so many things when it comes to honoring. You know, you have the young people now, you know, they are just, I mean, they are carjacking, they are robbing, they are, I mean, just no honor. I mean, back in the day when I was coming up as a child, you did not hear tell of young people carjacking and robbing and doing some of the things that they're doing now and indulging in, and I mean, you know, drugs and all of those things. I mean, because one of the reasons I think that we didn't have that problem back along when I was coming along, because the way our parents raised us and we were taught, the neighbors looked out for the kids on the block, and if they saw someone doing something that wasn't right, they could correct them and tell them. But now you correct the child now, you know,
you have to be afraid that your house doesn't get vandaled.
Right.
You know, your car doesn't get vandaled.
Because they don't honor and respect, like you say, the position, the office. They just don't honor it anymore.
How much? And you're around people a lot more than probably than we are. But how much do you attribute that to economy, environment? I don't dig too much. You know, I come from the bad section of town because the honor is also character. You have to have character in order to bring honor to yourself. You have to bring character. And this, well, my parents are divorced. My mom beat me. My daddy beat me. They're alcoholic. I think that's the blame game.
Right.
Because how can some kids from the same household go in one direction with the same rules and regulations? Some don't. So I think honor also comes from within.
I think so. I think you do, and I think is like you're saying, Marsha. I think that's a choice that when people try to use those things as, you know, escape to do what they are doing. I think it comes within them feeling good about themselves, feeling good about who they are, and not settling for just anything, not just settling for seconds, you know, but always reaching for higher heights and deeper depths, you know. But
I do think you're right in that the economy right now, presently, with our situation with the economy, crime is up. Burglaries are up. Home vandalism and those types of things.
Because of the economy.
So
now let's go back a little more. And so where does that come from? politicians who don't give a hoot.
Well, we get at that because they dishonored the people they trusted their money to.
Right.
Yeah. The insurance company, the foreclosures, the housing market. They knew when those people came in with their salaries and they got in $200,000 worth of home, they could not. They work at McDonald's, they work at this, the American Dream. This is a good thing, but they knew when they took that money, these people were not going to be able to make those payments. Because what did they do? It was really, to me, that was dishonoring the person buying the home because they said, okay, right now for a year, your payments is going to be $200, but from 25 more years or 28 more years, they're going to jump to $1,400.
Right. So greed comes into that too. It's greed.
Yeah. But we can vote those people out of office. We do have that option.
We can.
Now, when you look at
the
Supreme Court, the rulers, we may not agree with the decisions that they're making for the nation, but we don't have any control over that.
No.
We can pray for them. God does answer our prayers for that. But,
Go ahead.
But you know, when we think in terms of the politics and those that we have selected for offices and things of that nature, and like you were saying, we don't have control. We don't have control in a sense, but then in a sense we do have control because, like you're saying, we can always pray. If we can't do anything else, we can always pray that a decision that they are making can be turned around.